Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the pregame show for tonight's 2021 graduation at Hidden Valley High School. We're about 12 minutes from the beginning of the show. Please take a time to set up your screens accordingly, set your volumes where you need to, and get ready for an exciting time out here in the great Mustang Stadium. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're about 5 minutes away from the beginning of the ceremonies. We will start at 7 o'clock.
Pocket pitch.
What is, if you can estimate, what is your current body temperature?
100.2.
100.2.
That's okay.
Lasting an abundant amount of time. Should all break down and go to bed late.
we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and remove your hats while Joe Green and the HVHS Choir Ensemble lead us in the singing of our national anthem. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to call Miss Bree Saunders to the podium for introductions.
Thank you, Mr. Croson. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Dave Valenzuela. Please stand up wherever you are. Hi. Did see you there. Oh, my script went away. It's blowing everything. My cap is going to come off, guys. All right, so next I would like to introduce our school board. We have our board chair, Jennifer Johnston. Our board vice chair, Mr. Paul Kelly. And the members, Rich Halstead, Danny York, and Jen Searle. Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome and good evening. I don't know if you know this, but this might be the first time I've seen this many people in one spot without face masks since March 13th. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. My name is Damian Croce, and I'm proud to be the principal of Hidden Valley High School. And on behalf of the students, staff, and administration, I extend a heartfelt welcome to the friends and family of our graduates. Tonight, we are honored to have you here to witness this momentous occasion, and in true spirit of Mustang Nation, the graduating class of 2021 requests that you silence your cell phones and that you please honor them with enthusiasm as they're called to receive their diplomas tonight. Please keep your cheers somewhat brief, as we want all families to hear the names of their graduates. Thank you for the continued support and commitment that makes Hidden Valley High School the premier high school in Southern Oregon. Go ahead and clap. The graduates and myself would also like to thank the school board and Superintendent Dave Valenzuela for being here tonight and for their continued support for all of the students in the Three Rivers School District. Please give them a round of applause. Lastly, I would like to thank the entire Mustang staff and all of the district personnel for making this event possible. Your efforts are greatly appreciated in making this an everlasting memory for these students and the communities we serve. Thank you to Susie Biller and the entire office staff, counseling, and our College and Career Center for the extra hours dedicated to make tonight look beautiful and organized. Thank you so much, Hidden Valley staff. Before we get too far, I'd like to give some tips to the graduating class of 2021. Here are 8 things you should have learned in your years at Hidden Valley High School. Things I know you've been told, it's been shared with you, or you've seen. Number 1, some people will never change, especially your Mustang family. You're always welcome here. Forever Mustang isn't a slogan, it's our way of life. And just for our guests, to let you know, collectively, our teaching staff has 488 years of service, and 301 of those are here in the Hidden Valley High School building. Thank you for everything that you do. Things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. Every step you've taken, good or bad, has gotten you here today, and today is a celebration of your success. 3, you're always growing. Whether you see it or not, you aren't the same person you were 9 months ago when this school year started. You are better. Think about where you were 4 years ago, or 7 years ago when you were 6th graders with me at Lincoln Savage. You are ready for the next chapter of your life, and your Mustang family couldn't be more proud of you. 4, it is useless to stress yourself about things you cannot change. We'll be all faced with adversity in our lives. Don't worry about what you can't control. Make things better for those around you. When adversity strikes, dust yourself off, let it go, and keep moving forward. That's what you did this year. Through COVID, you kept moving forward. Give yourself a round of applause. Number 5, a strong friendship doesn't need daily conversations. As long as that relationship lives in your heart, true friends will never part. It is great friends, family, and teachers that have helped you get here today. Your family will always be your family, and your Hidden Valley High School family will always be your home. Number 6, graduates, raise your hand if you know who Mr. Brian Miller is. That guy loves you, for real. It's not because he wants free tickets to Stanford, Kaya, or football games, Sam, Matt, LG, Tobias, Jeremiah, Gabe, or soccer matches, Justice, or track meets, Jaden, Jada, Asa, or baseball tickets, Ethan LZ. Let's be honest. It's because he wants a free hot dog too. I mean, that guy can eat, right? I mean, how many events have you been to where that guy really can eat? 7, think of the challenges you have overcome to get here today. Some of you have overcome hurdles, obstacles, and odds that many of us can't imagine, yet you are here. Don't be afraid of what tomorrow may bring, because you've got this. And 8, there is always, always, always something to be grateful for. Right now, be grateful for this moment, being together in this beautiful place. Be grateful for the teachers, coaches, support staff, friends, and family that love you, care for you, and wish nothing but the best for you. The road beyond today is paved with love and support by so many. Never forget that. What does this all mean? It means go be great. You're ready. You're ready for life's challenges. Do not let fear of failure or fear of comparison or fear of judgment stop you from doing what makes you great. You cannot succeed without the risk of failure. You cannot have a voice without the risk of criticism, and you cannot love without the risk of loss. You must leave here today, and you must take risks. From this point forward, you need to trust your own voice, your own ideas, your honesty, your vulnerability, and through all of that, you will find yourself on the right road. Graduating class of 2021, those are my tips. Give yourself a huge round of applause. At this time, I would like to introduce Miss Bryn Graham. Can you please come to the podium?
Good evening. I'm Bryn Graham, and I have the honor of introducing our guest speaker, Miss Elizabeth Fenson. Ms. Fenson is an HV graduate from 2012. While at Hidden Valley, she competed in both volleyball and track and went on to compete in track at Sacramento State. In 2017, she returned to Hidden Valley to coach volleyball, and in 2018, she began coaching track. She is now our very own math teacher. It is an honor to introduce this amazing person, and without further ado, here is Miss Liz Fenson, our 2021 graduation speaker. I don't know where she's at.
It's a new stage.
It is a new stage. All right. First off, congratulations, class of 2021. Well done, you guys. This was one heck of a year, and I am sure proud of you. So, as young, bright-eyed freshmen on your first day here at Hidden Valley High School, I'm sure this is exactly what you imagined your senior year would be like, right? I mean, setting your alarm for 9:55, then attending class in your PJs still in bed. That's pretty normal, right? Or only taking 4 classes, then getting out at noon. Yeah, I would take that. Then later attending school every other day, masked, sanitized, and logging in your location every 45 minutes. Need to go to the bathroom? Better inform the great they, or something terrible surely will happen. All jokes aside, this year was truly unimaginable. The number of times you were asked to adapt, change plans, and rise above seemed too large to count. All because of something completely out of your guys' control. I would like to tell you guys a story about a time when I was faced with a challenge that was completely out of my control. This story begins at my first volleyball jamboree my sophomore year here at Hidden Valley High School. We were winning our matches and everything was going well until our coach started tearing up halfway through one of our games. This was extremely out of character for him and none of us knew what to think. This was about the time my parents asked me if we could talk. They silently led me to a quiet hall away from everyone and turned to me with red-rimmed eyes. With a look of confusion on my face, they told me that the results from a test that I had taken weeks earlier were in, and they were positive. I had cancer. Talk about unexpected circumstances. With one word, my goals and my focus for my sophomore year had completely changed. And I was filled with questions such as, am I gonna lose my hair? Will they let me play volleyball? Can I still go to school? Am I gonna be okay? And the next day or two, everything was a whirlwind of doctors, tests, and finally a diagnosis. I had a kind of cancer called Hodgkin's lymphoma, and luckily we caught it at stage 1. This meant that I only had to do 3 rounds of chemotherapy over the course of 3 months. And sadly, yes, I would lose my long, blonde, luscious locks. My treatments consisted of long 12-hour days in the hospital. But don't worry, the nurses liked me and they hooked me up with a room with a huge flat-screen TV, computer, and gave me as many popsicles as I asked for. And above all, I was able to continue to play volleyball throughout my entire treatments. Even with all the popsicles, there were hard times. In these moments, I was so thankful for my Hidden Valley family and community. The amount of support and love that I was surrounded with was like nothing I will ever experience again. During the days I would miss school for treatments, my volleyball team would walk the halls asking for donations to pay for my medical bills, raising nearly $1,000 on their own. When I finally lost my hair, I shaved so many heads. Many of my teammates' fathers were bald, including my coach, who shaved his head every morning with the attempt of reaching my level of smoothness. While cancer is rarely seen as a positive thing, I'm incredibly thankful for the experience for a few reasons. First, I realized that I was surrounded by incredible people who supported and loved me. Secondly, because the experience provided me with the opportunity to rise above and grow as a person. And finally, because I learned quickly that life is not about the hand you've been dealt, but rather the cards you choose to play. Now, all the graduates sitting here today have been dealt a far from desirable hand this year, but every single one of you have chosen the high road. You have adapted to constant change and risen above time after time. You have pushed through online classes and kept your eye on the prize when it could have been so easy to give up. You chose to put your work in despite the odds against you and have won state championships, received scholarships to colleges, and earned your high school diplomas. Every single one of you should be so proud of yourself for what you have accomplished this year, for it has been no easy feat. I also want you to notice how supported and loved you are from your family, friends, and teachers, who have all come together to make your senior year as positive as possible. Take a look at your peers around you. All of you have gone through this crazy year together and have this unique bond that not many would understand. Never forget about your Hidden Valley family. As a class, you've accomplished some pretty extraordinary things. Now, I challenge you to look back on this year with positivity. Remember the good, not the bad. Feel special to have lived through such a rare experience. And above all, remember to smile when you look back at your time here at Hidden Valley High School. Use this year as a reminder that you are adaptable, you are successful, and you are able to conquer anything thrown your way. Class of 2021, congratulations, and thank you. Who's next? This is gonna blow away.
Thank you, Ms. Fenson. I would like to start off with recognizing some students that have earned some honor cords this year. I would like the students to please stand up when I recognize your cord, and please stay standing after your name is called. If you have earned honor cords that are orange, which is honoring 3.5 GPA and above, please stand. If you have gold cords recognizing our National Honor Society members, please stand. If you have green and blue cords for Rogue Community College students earning 15 credits or more, please stand. Light blue cords for student leadership cords here at Hidden Valley High School. Red and black cords for Southern Oregon University students earning 8 credits or more, please stand. Pink cords recognizes students with 4 years of music. And yellow and blue cords for representing our FFA chapter. And finally, if you have signed to serve in any branch of our armed forces, please stand. Congratulations on your hard work, and congratulations, cord bearers. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce 3 ladies who are valedictorians. They will be giving their speech this evening. Miss Kaya Fisher, Miss Sandine, there you are, and where's the third one? We are, oh, and Miss Jada Hurley, come on up.
Whew, it's a good thing this is typed, because I haven't used my handwriting since we upgraded to keyboards. Welcome, family, faculty, and students, to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Thank you all for your support and guidance in getting us here today.
If this year has shown us anything, it's the dangers of accidentally unmuting yourself on Google Meet and what the inside of everyone's bedrooms look like. But more than that, it has taught us the importance of growing and persevering through change.
As kids, we're often told to count our blessings and be grateful for what we have. But as we all know, it's easy to get caught up in life and forget just how lucky we are. Sometimes it takes loss or tragedy to show us how to be thankful again, and I think COVID did just that. It showed us that life's greatest blessings are often found in our day-to-day lives. Things like meeting with friends, eating at restaurants, and going to school were all taken for granted, but now we finally know their value. as well as the value of DoorDash, good Wi-Fi, and toilet paper. Our perspectives on life have changed for the better because we now understand how priceless our freedoms are. We can look back on our memories from a new angle and be even more thankful for those experiences now than we were at the time they happened. From packed sports games and class Olympics, to prank wars between Mr. Powers and Mr. Keller, to just being in class every day. We had fun, and it was because we were in it together. Each and every one of you has had an impact on the students around you, whether you were conscious of it or not. Your presence in this building was valued, important, and necessary for Hidden Valley to be the school that we call ours. We all needed each other, and I think it may have taken an extended 2-week spring break to realize that. Despite the devastating losses of COVID-19, I believe it had a silver lining. It showed us how incredibly lucky we are to have what we have, and it opened our eyes to what a blessing it is to gather together. It gave us a new approach to life, a humbler approach, with more wisdom and thankfulness than we ever would have had without this crazy season. So thank you, COVID-19, for equipping us with perseverance, perspective, and copious amounts of hand sanitizer. And thank you to our teachers and our families for fighting for us. It is because of you that we are standing here tonight, victorious against adversity. And lastly, thank you to my fellow classmates, who without knowing inspired me to become the person I am today and showed me kindness and grace where I deserved none. I am beyond grateful for all the time we had together, and I'm proud of you for defying the odds and getting here today. Amidst constant change and isolation, we were able to overcome our trials and come out on the other side together and stronger than ever.
To put the change of this past year in perspective, I want to read to you the parable of the Chinese farmer. It goes like this. A farmer and his family in ancient China owned a horse. His neighbors said how lucky he was to have such a fine horse to pull his plow through the fields. The farmer said, maybe yes, maybe no. One day, the horse broke through the gate and ran away. His neighbors came around to lament this terrible loss, saying it was a terrible bit of bad luck. The farmer said, maybe yes, maybe no. Days later, the horse returned to the farm along with 7 wild horses. His neighbors came around to exclaim his remarkable good fortune, saying, now you are rich. The farmer said, maybe yes, maybe no. A few weeks later, the farmer's son was training the new wild horses and fell off and broke his leg. The neighbors came around to commiserate his misfortune and said, what bad luck. The farmer replied, maybe yes, maybe no. The next week, the army came around, taking all the able-bodied young men from the village to fight in the war. The farmer's son with the broken leg was left behind. The neighbors now lamented the loss of their sons and commented how lucky the farmer was to have his son. And so the story continues. It is more often than not that change is resisted. In times of disaster, we tend to focus on the pain of change rather than the opportunities it can create. These times have taught us to grow and adapt through change, and we are all better because of it. I would like to specifically thank the faculty of Hidden Valley for encouraging optimism in these trying times. While we endured the negative effects of the coronavirus, we also returned to a school that had provided their full efforts in achieving normalcy. So thank you, Hidden Valley, for creating an environment in the past year that has enabled us to achieve. An environment that produced 3 state championship teams in a single day. An environment that provided over tens of thousands of free meals for families in our community. An environment that has aided the class of 2021 into reaching graduation in a year where we hardly saw our teachers face to face. And finally, an environment that has allowed for all of us to be here together today, celebrating these huge accomplishments. If someone were to tell me today, I'm so sorry for the disruption of your senior year. You've experienced such bad luck. I believe that the only appropriate response would be, maybe yes, maybe no. Because we walk out of here today as permanently altered human beings, armored with resiliency, perseverance, and optimism. It is now in our hands to decide where we go from here.
Yes, the future. Those are the scary words we've been preparing for. But to go successfully into our future, we must evaluate and learn from the past year. Getting our junior year cut short and having an unrecognizable senior year has given us a lot of time to reflect. It has shown us the value of each moment. We did not know that in March, on Friday the 13th, of course, we would have the last day our entire class would be in school together. At the time, we were super excited for our 2-week spring break, which turned into 2 months, which turned into summer, and then all of a sudden it's March again, the longest spring break of my life. This drastic change in our everyday lives gives us time to think about our would-haves and could-haves. Maybe you could have included more people at school, or could have gotten to know the girl you sat next to in science class. Or maybe you would have watched a school play, or would have gone to the basketball game. Or maybe you simply would have gone to class if you knew it was your last chance to. Now more than ever, we must recognize the importance of every interaction and chance we get. We have to take advantage of every opportunity because, as we know, things change. Instead of waiting and say you'll do it tomorrow, or that you'll do it next time, or that you'll give more effort later, we must seize the opportunity to step outside our comfort zones with a good effort and a good attitude and an effort to change and become the best version of ourselves. This year, we have gotten closer to that version. We have persevered through one of the toughest years, full of challenges. We have endured a great change. We embrace it, we now expect it, and we are ready to create it. The class of 2021 is a class of innovators, a class of dreamers, of artists, musicians, and athletes. We will go into our future with a set of skills most others have not yet learned and never will. We would not be the same people today without the pandemic. But hey, maybe that's something we can put on our resume. Survived global pandemic. As a class, we have learned to go into the future, grabbing every opportunity we are presented with. We will not be complacent and will not wait to become better until tomorrow. We will embrace the changes we inspire. This amazing community has helped shape and develop us into who we are. With the help of our fantastic parents, teachers, administrators, coaches, and peers, we have taken a step farther up the yellow brick road. We will continue to persevere through hardship, help others, and be great additions to any community. Graduates, I challenge you to be the best version of yourself by working hard to become the most curious scientist, the most knowledgeable historian, the most creative artist, the most inspiring teacher, the most persistent lawyer, the most open-minded politician, or the most dedicated youth advocate. In the next step of our lives, whether it's in the workforce, trade school, or spending another 4 years turning in assignments at 11:59 p.m., we wish you the best of luck and are proud of you already. And to the school, thank you for fighting for us, and have fun with all of the contact tracing. Congratulations, class of 2021.
One more round of applause for that wonderful speech. Nice job, ladies. Well, Miss Wright, well, Miss Kablayan, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. That's your cue. At this time, I would like to call up Mrs. Sandra Wright to begin the reading of the names for the graduating class of 2021.
Good evening, and I just want to say before I start reading names, congratulations to the seniors of 2021. I want to echo the sentiments of the valedictorian speech. You guys have persevered through times that we, of course, never expected to happen. And I know that you feel sometimes slighted, but you haven't been. You've learned a lot, so congratulations. And with that, we're going to start with our first graduate, Miss Bryn Rayleigh Graham. Our next graduate is Miss Marley Grace Marcoolier. Our next graduate is Mr. Jeremiah Keegan Noga. You could look happier. Congratulations. Our next graduate is Mr. Matthew Christopher Iwamizu. Our next graduate is Miss Kaya J.L. Fisher. Our next graduate is Miss Jada Blythe Hurley. She walks fast, even. Our next graduate is Mr. Lawrence George Matuzik the Fourth.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you. Congratulations. Well done.
Our next graduate is Mr. Ezra Michael McLean. Our next graduate is Miss Jaden Michelle Steele. Our next graduate is Mr. Samuel Mason Vidlac.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Our next graduate is Miss Natasha Rose Comby. And our next graduate is Mr. Seth Wade Davis. And our next presenter is Mrs. Laurelyn Towns.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce Miss Alexandra Lily Rain Fithian.
Thank you.
I almost lost my list. Our next graduate is Audrey Ray Elaine McAllister.
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Next is Emily Diane Adams. Next, we have Miss McKenna Grace Lawson.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Next, we have Miss Naila Raquel Gumahad.
Her name's really hard.
Thank you. Oh, my. Oh, sorry. Congratulations. Miss Maddie Elise Turpening. Next, we have Mr. Lance Fain. Oh, no. Congratulations, absolutely. Congratulations. Next, we have Mr. Maxwell Morgan. Oh, congratulations. I'm proud of you. Next, Miss Kaylin Marie Ansley Clem. Did I pronounce it right? Yes. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you. And Miss Drew LaBelle Clem. Oh, diploma first. Mr. Markel Charles Rene Padilla. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Congratulations. And Miss Haley Elizabeth White. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Our next presenter is Mr. Keith Haley.
Congratulations, class of 21. Thank you to parents. We all had to work on this together to get them all here, so I do thank you for that. First graduate, Gabriel George Smith. Jacob Roy Tackett. Katie Grace Shaver. Presley Kendall Barrett. Kendra Noel Caldwell Ziegler. Levi Daniel Lordich.
Thank you. Good seeing you. Thank you. Thank you.
Callan Michael Kinley.
Thank you. Give me a hug.
Congratulations.
James Tobias Powers.
Well done, Mr. Powers.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Fisher David Bastian.
Thank you, man. Just so you know, I cheated all my classes.
Evan Trader. Kaylee Nicole Luker. Shaylee Jaden Cooper. Our next presenter, Teresa D'Souza.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing Nicholas Orion Simons. George Tapia Alcazar. Lucas Joseph Cross. Madison Marie Pinkerton.
Thank you so much.
Selah Cadence Sandys. Katie Jean Bergeron. Autumn Lynn Geddes. Emma Louise Paulson. Kylie Haven Kimberlin. Ellie Lynn Gutierrez.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anthony James Douglas. Charlie Don McPherson. Julian Keith Griniger. And our next presenter is Mr. Chris Pendleton.
First graduate, Heather Nicole Flansburgh. Congratulations. Samantha Elizabeth Rogers. Congratulations.
Thank you. You made it.
Congratulations.
Emily Louise Bergeron. Congratulations. Austin Ray Werner. Smiles, come on. Let's see that big smile, buddy. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Donald Elliott Rogers. Big dog.
Thank you.
Go, big dog. Congratulations. Proud of you. Richard Ryan Wilson. Juliana Patrice Evans. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Dylan Ryan Anderson. You gotta shake people's hands, buddy. Congratulations. No, you don't have to. You can fist bumps. Trey Gabriel Chavez. All right, you got to smile for the camera, okay, buddy? Giovanni Whithouse, or Gio. Congratulations, sir. Proud of you. Mason David McHugh. Congratulations, sir. Proud of you. Connor Brennan Harper. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Next, three names will be Mr. Joe Green, who will be retiring this year from us. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Mr. Joe Green a big hand for his service.
Thank you. I have a distinct privilege of announcing some of these graduates because I teach 6th through 12th grade, and some of these have been my kids for 6 years. So I extra special privilege. Pretty much raised them, you know, this kind of thing. It's my pleasure to introduce Miss Noelle Ray Sandine. Maisie Hope Elwood.
Thanks for teaching me. Thank you.
Haley Rose Castro. Casey Nicole Sneerly. Emily Virginia Wassing.
Keep smiling. You're doing
Don't make me cry.
Savannah Janae Sandine. Mr. Alex Chandler Abbott. Damon Kelly Joseph Caudell. Hannah Marie Hughes. Whitney Leanne Harris.
Thank you. Mr. Green.
And Grace Marie Henry. Next presenter, Miss Regina Groover. Thank you.
Good evening. First on the docket is Brelyn Marie Saunders. Michael Albert Lawrence Jr., aka Big Mike. Xavier Ron Clark. Arabea Marie Cerna.
Thank you.
Gabe Shea Birchfield. Caitlin Patricia Badalona. Brian Charles Gant. Aaron Michael Perazzo.
Thank you.
Madeline Renee Henkels. Hunter Dublain Lucas. Isabel Grace Laufenberger. Sedona Kuulelane Brooks. And now, Miss Crystal Welch.
Justice Chase Hartford. Caleb Tanner Scott. Gabriel Hayden Farre. Jaden Tyler Simpson. Elias Shadid English. Kakoa Anthony Romero.
Thank you.
Christian David Lee Curley. Jacob Vincent King. Daisy Violet Uvalis. Sarah Lynn Marquez.
Thank you.
Maceo Emilio Gianni Padilla.
Congratulations.
Asa Rowan Marwick.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Thank you, Ms. Welch.
And our next presenter is Mr. Dennis DeCasas.
The first graduate is the first graduate is Desiree Grace Anderson. Next, we have Mr. Paul Leroy Taylor, Jr. Desi's waiting for you, bud. Peyton Ray Anderson. Good job. Jordan Scott Farron. Landon Avery Mortensen. Madison Ray Bowers. Samantha Angeli Burko. Aileen Marie Pointer. Dylan Michael Tucker. Alex Troy Hickey. Ethan Thomas Elsie. And last, Aiden Robert Davis. And I have the pleasure of introducing the man that Hidden Valley will not let go. We have not allowed him to retire, the one and only Dan Steelman.
First up, we have Kira Noel Chitwood. Jerry Lee Matthew Dean. Tanner Cole York.
Bring it in, Dad. Thank you.
Matthew Ryan Carpenter. Gavin McLaughlin. Good job, Gavin. Eric Robert Hookland. Good job, buddy. Anthony Dominic Macaluso. My favorite welder right there, buddy. I'm
Man,
so
I'm gonna
glad
miss
you
you.
came back. Aiden Joseph Zacchino. Daniel Dean Diaz. Louis Allen Diaz Jr. Louis.
Thank you, Mr. Stillman.
Gabriella Emily Stenger. Cole Ryan Christian.
Thank you.
Cole.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your last 2021 Mustang graduate, Alexis Storm Morton.
All righty, graduates, please rise. It's about to get real. On behalf of the entire Three Rivers School District, Hidden Valley High School faculty, and the TRSD School Board, Superintendent Dave Valenzuela, we congratulate you on a job well done. These students before you have met all of the graduation requirements set by the Oregon Department of Education and the Three Rivers School District. They have earned the right to be granted their diplomas. At this time, please move your tassels from right to left. It is my honor and privilege to present to you the graduating class of 2021. You may toss them. Ladies and gentlemen, please stay seated until the graduates have cleared the field. They have one last piece of work to do up at the school to receive their actual diplomas, and at that time you can meet them in the parking lot. Thank you so much, and congratulations, graduates.